I'm getting ready to dump this blue Def Platinum. It's 2.5 gallons in my truck. Now, the stuff in my truck's about 8 months old. Last year I didn't use my truck a whole lot. I lived in Houston in my camper while my wife was being treated there. So this stuff is probably about 8, 9 months old, not even that. But what I'm going to do is dump this in and dilute what I have in there now. I'm not going to drain it, change out what I've already got in there. I don't think I need to do that. I think, as I've said before, dilution is the solution. Now you would say, well, why don't you just let it run down until it gets down to, you know, close to empty or below half or whatever. That's fine if you're a high mileage driver. I don't think it makes a damn bit of difference. In fact, if I was a high mileage driver, I wouldn't even be using this. I'd be using Walmart brand or some other, you know, I'd be looking for economy, cost. But in my case, I don't, you know, I might use a box of this stuff a year now. So it's not that big a deal for me to pay, you know, an extra 10 bucks or so. In the case of maybe Walmart brand, which is fine, it's probably more than that. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. The reason I do that, the reason I want to keep it topped off or closer to full than empty, let's put it that way, is that's because these tanks are vented, and over time you can get water that's evaporating out of the 32.5% urea solution, and that can cause crystallization. And you don't want that to happen because that's what usually causes problems with injection. So you don't want a lot of that crystallization in your tank and in various lines and stuff going in the injector and the injector. And that's the reason I think you should keep it full, or that's the reason I keep it full personally, because that would be my biggest fear. That's the reason I use this stuff, because they talk about deposit prevention. And I think it does have, it's a third ingredient in the urea and water. I don't know if it's just hype, I can't tell you. I've done some testing on this stuff, and it looks like it's beneficial to use it, but I can't confirm that. The tests seem to confirm it, but it's not enough testing to really, you know, take to the bank. But you can look at the video and decide for yourself. So anyway, that's my thought on it. If you're a low mileage driver, I would keep it on the high side with the thought that, okay, I'm trying to keep evaporation down and, you know, water going out that vent. Thanks for watching my video, and until next time, adios.